So good evening, students. Now we are taking a unit first of our physics class 11 topic, which is unit and measurement. Unit and measurement. So first of all, a question arises: why we are studying the first topic, unit and measurement? What is physical significance of unit in physics and measurement in physics? What is unit and what is use of the unit? What is its application? What is measurement? How we measure or how we specified the unit for the different measurement of physical quantities. So many terms elaborated here. So I am starting with just what is physics first. Physics is, you can say, the study of the natural phenomena or natural law with the certain rules which are defined or which are experimented by the scientists. So physics, you can say, it is study of a natural phenomenon. Study of natural laws and phenomena with certain rules which are derived by experimentally. To derive this, we require the measurement and units. Okay, for the certain law, if we define the certain law, how we define? Very renowned scientist, you know that Lord Kelvin. Lord Kelvin once said that if you have something in your mind and you are not able to represent it, or your observation is not coming in the numeric form, it is useless, or they are not worth in the this practical world. So you required your observation and imagination to represent in terms of unit and measurement to describe the laws of physics and principle or equations. So we required the unit and measurement chapter of our introduction chapter, or you can say the beginners require the unit and measurement knowledge for further elaborate the physics in different chapters which are related with the unit and measurement. Somehow you can use the unit and measurement in each and every form. I'm not discussing about physics. If you want to do something measurement, general measurement, okay, you required unit. So first we talk about the measurement. What is measurement? Then unit. So measurement. What is measurement? As I told you that you general in a day-to-day business required measurement. Means if you want to measure the distance, or if you want to measure the distance of this pen, so it is required a measurement or a unit. Unit will further discuss. But if you want to measure the distance, the area, the temperature, so it requires the measurement. So measurement is nothing but comparison. You can say measurement is nothing but comparison of things is called measurement. comparison of things is nothing but measurement. Means you are comparing with the things, or you can make the certain law to measure the things is called measurement. Now comes the measurement. We are taking the measurement of what? The quantities, the physical quantities. So what is physical quantity? This is a comparison of things, and we are taking the measurement of what? We are taking the measurement of physical quantity, which is tangible or intangible. So what is physical? Quantities. Physical quantities which can be measured. Okay? Which can be measured is called physical quantities. Means if we want to measure a length or area or temperature, okay, we required certain unit. Now comes the term unit. Okay, so measurement, compare of the things, physical quantity which can be measured, and now the measured physical quantity in terms of unit. So we required, what we required for measure? We required unit for measurement. So we discuss unit now. What is unit? Okay, or you can say physical or physical quantity or fundamental quantity. So we have three fundamental quantity which are basics of the measurement of unit also, or it is derived the fundamental unit also. So physical quantities and fundamental quantities or fundamental unit are connected to each other. How? I will show you. So basic physical quantity or fundamental quantity we have three basic fundamental or physical quantity. First is your mass, okay. Second is your length, and third is your time. These are the fundamental quantities: mass, length, and time. Whole the other quantities is the division and multiplication of these three basic fundamental quantities. So we have the unit. This is generated from this physical quantity or fundamental quantity, which is called fundamental units, okay, or derived unit. So we divide the unit into two parts. This is fundamental unit and derived unit. As you know, from the fundamental quantities, we have three units. For the mass, we'll discuss mass. We have unit kilogram. For length, meter, and for time, second. Okay, by the help of these fundamental units, which is mass, length and time, we can show it from m, l, t dimensions. We will discuss in MLT dimension or dimensional analysis later on this chapter. By the help of these fundamental units, we can derive certain units which is known as derived units by the help of these fundamental units. These units are, you can say, force, acceleration, impulse, momentum, and many more. Okay, so these are the derived unit, means this is derived from the fundamental unit. How? Like a force, we can say force is equals to mass time acceleration, mass into acceleration. Okay, the unit of mass is the fundamental unit, and acceleration, you can say change in length, okay, upon time square, meter per second square. So this is meter, acceleration means meter, change in length upon time square. So this is m l t minus 2. Okay, we are converting this basic unit of mass, length and time and get derived unit of force, which is nothing but Newton. Okay, so force unit is Newton and acceleration unit is meter per second square, means length upon time square. Impulse, as you say, impulse is nothing but force multiplied by time. So impulse is Newton into second. Okay, very large force applied to very short period of time. Then momentum, you can say, is mass times velocity. So this is also mass and this is unit of velocity. We can derive it from the fundamental unit. Mass, you have m kg, this is meter per second, length upon time. So MLT, or mass, length and time, is behind or is derived from all the fundamental unit. You will easily express the terms of derived unit in terms of mass, length and time. So it is clear? Okay. So what is the meaning of this changing or conversion of unit? Okay, if you want to convert one unit into another, it is very simple method to convert one unit to another unit. Okay, so conversion of unit. Now we talk about conversion sorry or interchanging unit to one into another. We can say if Q is the magnitude of quantity, of any quantity is a fundamental quantity or derived quantity, then we write this Q is equals to N1 U1 is equals to N2 U2. Here N is numerical value, any numerical value, okay, and U is unit in which we are expressing the measurement, okay, like a measurement of 1 meter. If you want to express in centimeter, as a simplest example, you can take any example. If you convert this 1 meter into centimeter, then you can write this 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. Okay, here 1 is your N1, okay, meter is your unit U1, here 100 is your N2, and centimeter is your unit U2. Means the magnitude of the unit remains same. Q will remain constant. You can say 1 meter distance or 1 meter displacement is equals to 100 centimeter displacement or distance, which will be remain constant. But if you show, or if you want to represent in terms of meter or centimeter to convert anyone, then if you want to convert meter into centimeter, then what will happen? You have to multiply the numerical value with 100, okay, and if you want to convert centimeter into meter, then you have to divide by 1 meter to 100. It is simple. So you can take any example of this. This is the conversion of unit. Now we studied about types of unit. Types of unit system. First, we have FPS, or you can say CGS. You will take CGS first. Second, this is FPS. I will show you, elaborate this. Third is your MKS. And fourth is your International Standard System, which is SI. This is internationally accepted SI unit system. This is CGS system. What is CGS system? CGS. Elaborate or expand this. This is centimeter, gram, second. Okay, this is kind of a metric system. Centimeter, gram, or second system is a kind of metric system. Okay, so CGS is a kind of metric system which represent centimeter, gram, and second. Okay, second is your FPS system, which is elaborated as foot, pound, and second. The unit of length is foot, the unit of mass is pound, and unit of time is second. Here the unit of length is centimeter, unit of mass is gram, and unit of time is second. Okay, this is called the British standard system or British engineering system. It is used at the time of the British, or it is developed by the British, so it's called British engineering system. or British system. Okay. Third is your MCAS system. This is also metric system. We can elaborate this as meter, kilogram, second. Okay. This is also called metric system. And fourth is your SI or International Standard of Unit System. International International Standard Unit System, which is accepted internationally. Okay, so this unit system is used, and question arises: who is going to decide the unit and the system of measurement and unit for the mass, length, and time and derived quantities? So, body which is known as general weight, general conference on weight and mass, general conference of weight and mass is decided the unit of international standard system and the measurement unit of derived and fundamental quantities. It is situated in Paris in France. Okay, so it is general conference on weight and measurement, general conference of weight and measurement. So I will write this for you. A body governed by unit and measurement system is known as on weight and measurement. This is short form is, I think, GCWM. This governing body decide the unit and weight and mass measurement. This will decide the mass, length, and time unit, and also the derived unit like the force, acceleration, and impulse, momentum, energy, work. This body is governed from the France, situated in Paris. Okay. Now comes to the practical units. We have certain practical units. Measurement, for measurement of long distances or astronomical unit. You can say the practical unit. We have three practical units. One is AU, which is astronomical unit. Second is light year. light year, which is also measuring distance of very large magnitude, and third is parsecond, which is also used for measuring the distance between the celestial spheres. Okay, so practical units we also say is the cosmo units, measurement of cosmos also. Okay, so what is AU is the astronomical unit, which is equals to 1 AU, which is equals to 1.5 into 10 to power 11 meter. So you can see that the 10 to the power 11 meter means it is very long distance, or 1 AU we can define is the distance or average distance between sun, center of the sun, and center of the earth. You can define average distance between center of the sun. It is average distance between sun and earth. Second is light year. You represent light year by Ly. Okay, so 1 light year is again equals to, I think this is 9.4 into 10 to power 15 meter. Again you can see is a 10 to the power 15 meter. So very big unit. Is measure the celestial distance of celestial spheres or planets, distance between the planets and earth. So it is used to measure the long distances, 1 light year. Okay, second, or you can say it is defined as the light travel in the vacuum in 1 upon 299456821 second. So it is very big unit. Another is parsecond. Parsecond is equal to, I think, 3.1 into 10 to the power 16 meter, which is again, as compared to light year, it is 10 times higher. Means this is 10 to the power 16. So the parsecond is also very big unit. Okay, so here the discussion of the practical units. In our later chapter we'll discuss about the dimensional analysis, MLT, using the formula to represent in terms of M, L and T form. Okay, thank you.